Hello and welcome back to LBG Reviews. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Today we're talking about Geodepths, a game that it mostly flew under my radar when it first came out, and that I haven't seen too many people talking about. It doesn't surprise me though, because it's a fairly simple indie game in concept. You play as this miner sent to an alien planet with a massive drill ship that you have to pilot around the depths of this planet, gathering resources, researching the alien civilization that used to live there, building up infrastructure for processing resources, analyzing the different flora and fauna, gathering more and more resources to maintain your operations, keeping the lights on, keeping the research flowing. Honestly, this is going to sound like a weird one, but it's a game I love to sit down and sip on some coffee with. It is not a game that gets my blood pumping in the way that a lot of other games would. There are a lot of games that I play where it's like, this is a fictional 9 to 5. Yeah, let's get her done. You know? Like, there are a lot of games that I play that are very much like that, and I love them purely for how goofy it is, because, like, there are times where I tell my mom, I'm like, yeah, I'm playing, Farming Simulator 2025, or, like, something similar to that effect, where it's like, the game is just me doing a simple task kind of over and over again, And she just looks at me with a bewildered look like, you're just working, but you're playing games? I'm like, yup. And she finds it funny every time. And Geodepths is kinda no different. I mean, you have to gather resources to upgrade your drill, you have to gather resources to build out your base of operations. In a lot of senses, it has a lot of survival crafting game aspects to it, but it doesn't have the hunger, health, hydration aspects to it. You just have to manage your energy, manage the resource input. In a lot of ways, it's more of a resource management game than a survival crafting game, I suppose. The game really doesn't have any accessibility settings, and I hesitate to say that it doesn't need any, because a lot of the text in the game is extremely small and hard to read. But at the same time, apart from like power generation apart from like your power grid going down, there isn't much need for you to rush and go fast. Like, I sat there for a good while analyzing the screen, making sure I understood every word that it was showing me, every low resolution word I might add. Like, I was making sure I understood, okay, that's wolframite or whatever it's called for, like, titanium, that's malachite for copper. I wanted to make sure I understood that stuff so that way as I was going along, I could understand what I was looking at, There is no fast-paced pressure to understand it. Like, yeah, it would help speed things up early on, but it's also not a big issue. There's no big threats in Geodepths from my experience so far. Maybe things get a little crazy, a little cray-cray, if you will, several, 100 hours in, but I don't know? And see, that's really all I've got to say about Geodepths, because the game is just that simple. You go out in your mining drill, you gather resources, you go back when your storage is full, it's emptied out into your storage at your base. You research the new resources, you refine the old ones. You then take those refined resources, you use them to unlock blueprints, you use them to upgrade your drill, build new base items, and it's a really satisfying, really relaxing gameplay loop in that way. I've got a lot to say for 2024 on my channel. It's been a big year for LBG reviews, even though it doesn't seem like it on the surface. If you look at it, Our subscriber count basically doubled over the past year, which is huge. Our viewership is through the roof. My Mario Odyssey video alone has gotten over 1,000 views, which is incredible. It blew my mind when I first saw it. And I'm just here hoping that the upward trends I'm seeing stay upwards, you know? I'm glad to see that something that I'm doing is working. I'm working on identifying what that something is, but I'm glad to see that something that I'm doing is working. And hey, if you're somebody that's been supporting my content for a while, like I know a lot of my family, like my mom, she watches almost every video I make. She doesn't watch it all the way through, but she watches them all. I know some of my family and friends, they watch all of them, or like that some of them will leave videos on for repeat. If you've been supporting my content for a while and you're not connected to me personally, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have personally helped touch the heart of this legally blind gamer. Have a wonderful rest of 2024. May the new year treat you well, friend. See you guys next year for the UFO 50 massive compilation. Bye bye, guys.